If there is a school across America where the wide receiver could possibly be forgotten, because these are the guys that everybody wants to talk about when you typically talk college or the NFL, the freakish guys, the guys that typically we see on the highlight reels, that's a wide receiver. But if there is one program where they may get a little bit dismissed, it's, of course, Stanford, where the running game is paramount. Don King joins us from Last Word on College Football to talk Stanford wide receivers. And, of course, they're important. You need to throw the football, even if you don't throw it quite as much as your brethren there in the Pac-12 North. You do need guys to get downfield and convert third down situations in particular and make big plays. So how does the wide receiver core look this season? Of course, Michael Rector has moved on after 32 catches and 3 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, it looks solid. Not spectacular, but it's not a group that's a cause of great alarm or concern either. Trent Irwin is back. He's a true junior, played as a true freshman, played well last year, and one of the little-known things on him, he's also a standout on special teams as the gunner on punt coverage. You know, the kid downed about four or five punts inside the 5-yard line last season. So he's great at that. He's also a fantastic possession receiver, very precise route runner, does a good job of getting just open enough to move the chains. He'll be on one side. On the opposite side, starting, you'll likely see J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. He's at the top of the depth chart right now. He had the game-winning touchdown catch at UCLA early last season. Real solid player, has better speed than I think a lot of people give him credit for. He's also long. He's good on those fade routes, such as the one he caught at UCLA, and he's shown an ability to make the acrobatic catch. He can definitely go up and get it and bring it in and not lose it going to the ground. So the wide receivers are going to be solid, if not spectacular. Backups look solid as well. Donald Stewart and Jay Tyler will likely be the two key backups at the wideout position. Stewart had a great catch in the spring game that was ruled a touchdown after initially not looking like one. He was also injured on that play, though, so hopefully he'll be fine for fall camp. But he looks like another solid player who's due to get his chance this coming season. And lastly, the true freshman, Osiris St. Brown, whose brother has started Notre Dame for a few seasons now, and whose younger brother is a commit to Stanford in the coming season next year. So I would not be shocked to see him get some run this year either. He looks like he's got a lot of natural talent, long, good hands. Wouldn't be surprised to see St. Brown find his way onto the field in his true freshman season either.
And it appears, based on what we saw last season after the opener in particular, that Keller Christ would be the guy that these wide receivers hope is healthy and on the field for the entirety of 2017, or at least game 2 and beyond.
The expectation right now, and the last I've heard, is that he'll be ready for fall camp pretty much at its inception. So Shaw seems optimistic, and barring a setback, the expectation is that he'll be good to go, even in game 1 at Rice, quote unquote, in Australia. But if not, there's a 2-week break after that to allow for the jet lag and travel time back prior to heading down to the Coliseum to take on USC. So good odds that Chris will be ready and be the guy by game 2 at the latest.
And in addition to the game-winning touchdown at the Rose Bowl in week 1 against UCLA, or his first effort, I should say, not week 1, but his first game, Arcega-Whiteside with a couple of big games down the stretch at Oregon and at Cal with 100-plus yards receiving in both of those games in big wins for the Cardinal as they won them all down the stretch to finish at 10-3. All right, Don King from Last Word on College Football breaking down the Stanford Cardinal for us each and every time. Don, we appreciate it.
Thanks, Mark.